Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I'm on my way to get some Christmas gifts and we're going to be going to Santa Fe, New Mexico today. Should be just a one cargo journey for today. Let's see, I'm going into Home Depot, but I don't think I'm going in there. I think I'm going in down here. It is near 7 o'clock in the morning because, well, I wasn't that far from Home Depot. I'm like, well, if I can take some from Home Depot, that'd be great. Saw the cargo, accepted it, and I had to take a 1 hour round trip because I was on a one-way street and I could not backtrack. So here we are. We still should be fine. The trip should only take us, it says 9.5 hours on an 11-hour workday, but I've already worked 1 hour, so I should be able to squeeze it in. We'll see. External contracts got to get done the same episode because I don't know when I'll get back into recording. Not quite lined up, huh? Seemed like it was. Apparently that's better. So money-wise, we are looking really good. Matter of fact, so good. I mean, there's a slight chance we could be buying a truck today for a driver. Money's going to have to come in pretty decent because we still got that $6,000 loan payment around 11 o'clock in the morning. So I'll have to see what that does. But if it's not today, it could be tomorrow. But we've had days to where not much money has come in either. But relatively soon is what we're looking at. But anyways, it's time to leave Texas, although it's going to take a while to get out of Texas. But we'll venture out of here slowly but surely and get on over to New Mexico, to Santa Fe, and then just go from there to anywhere. Now, I will mention I have done some of these deliveries on my other profile. So, at the end of today, this should be my 11th out of 15 I need to get done. On my other profile, I've been lucky enough to find short journeys. When I mean short journeys, under 200 miles. So I was knocking them out pretty darn quick. And as for the community, we're doing rather well. I think we're about halfway there for the community goal. So within a few days, that's as far as we've gotten. Am I like going through like a parking lot here? I actually think I started my day somewhere right around here. Not sure where this GPS is bringing me, but it's kind of a weird route. Now, I didn't fuel up at the end of last episode, but I should have plenty of fuel to get to where we need to go. I'm not really sure I know where GPS is bringing me here. This seems like a weird route for sure. Let's get me on the interstate. Once we get on the interstate, we'll probably be on one for quite a while. Trying to start in third gear with, was it 45,000 pounds? Probably not the brightest idea, but it's working. When I mean working, it means, well, we're up and running. So I'll also be interested to see if it starts snowing today. Right around, was it 1 o'clock where it starts to snow? Actually, am I getting off here? I believe I'm getting off here. I am getting paid decently for this trip, $3,359. Which seems not that well. So I'm getting kind of used to the other profile now. So to give you a rough idea, short trips I was taking with the other one, under 200 miles on my other profile, that is, without realistic economy, and some of you probably know this, I was getting paid like $13,000 for like a 160-mile trip. Today, this is going to be, we're talking 500 miles, and we're getting paid, not even $3,500. It's kind of hard not to laugh when you're used to realistic economy now. And I was seeing my other drivers bringing in $30,000, $40,000 per trip. And watching the company money go up fast. Really, really fast. I don't know why. So I was just testing something out again. I gotta double check what engine I got in here, because I bought the same truck on my other profile, because I've been told that the engine brake should be a lot louder than it is. And on my other profile, I thought I built the same truck as I got here, and sure enough, when I hit the engine brake or Jake brake, whatever you call it from where you're from, it was noticeable. And on here, it is not, so I'm not sure. I'll have to double check what engine I have in here. I'm going to get in the left lane. They got like a left-hand turn coming up. Oh, that's a stop sign. Oh, we're fine. We're all good. No stop signs were hurt. No other cars were hurt. I will say this about Texas, because I've never been to Texas, but you guys got some weird interchanges and merging lanes and all that kind of stuff. I've driven around all around the northeast United States. I've been to the Rockies quite a bit. I've never seen interchanges like this down there, but it's one of those things. If you're used to it, it's like I don't get what the problem is. When you're not used to it at all and you see crossovers like that, it's like, what the heck are you guys doing, man? True about anything. If you're not used to it, it seems weird to you. And if it's something you've grown up your entire life with, and that's all you really know, when other people say that's weird, and you're like, why is that weird? I don't. What's the problem? It's simple. It's easy. So right now we are scheduled to get to Santa Fe somewhere around 4:30. And yeah, I can't really go faster than 65 because that's the limit for external contracts. But if we get there at 4:30, that's fine. If we get there at 3:30, doesn't matter. Because if I get there at 3:30, it's kind of too late to do a turn and burn and get back out of town anywhere. So this is going to be our only delivery for the day. But right now, I'm kind of excited. I slept overnight and we got like 20 grand. So we're just getting that much closer to getting another driver into the fleet. And we'll be getting a Volvo truck for our driver because that's the local dealer for where our garage is. You really do have to pay attention if you got the, not just the snow bod, but if you got it so to where the roads are really snow covered as well. The tire tracks on the roads aren't as pronounced as normal, or as they normally are. I went to double check to figure out why the engine sound is different on this profile than it is on the other one. I did remove all the engine modifications I had for like the Mac Anthem. We had a modified engine sound for that one. I had one for the International as well. I removed all of those mods so they're not active, so I didn't want them to interfere with the engine maybe that we had. So I got no engine sound modifications loaded onto this profile. But definitely the engine brake does sound different than it does on my other profile that was just on not long ago. So, goodbye Texas. I mean, of course we'll be back here eventually. I say that about every new state that's been coming out. We drive around for a while and it's time to leave. And it takes a while to get back. I mean, I could say that like about Idaho. When Idaho came out, we left and I was like, I'll be back. And if we brushed it at all since we left, that's probably about as best as I've done because, yeah. It seems like yesterday Idaho came out, but it's actually been a long time. And that's why I'm thinking we're going to head up to Idaho, Montana area. I still got some cities in Idaho we have not been to. So we're going to try to head up that general direction, but it's going to take a while to get there. But getting some of the deliveries done on my other profile, because ever since Texas came out, we were taking short trips because we were trying to visit every city. And now with the Christmas gifts, we were trying to knock those off last episode. We got 3 of them done. And I just want to get most of them done on the other profile just so we could, load up and ride for a change. Nothing wrong with going from city to city with a matter of a couple minutes unloading and loading on up. But sometimes you just want to get in and drive. Apparently I discovered another viewpoint. When that comes up, that just means there's one around. My guess is it's over there. So you're going to tell me I found a viewpoint on this side of the road when I can't really get to the other side. Is there a U-turn around here somewhere you could take? I mean, I guess there's one right there. But in most interstates, it's kind of illegal to make U-turns there. Oh yeah, I'm also not going to say this episode, I'm going to look up at the sky, as you can see now, not a cloud in sight. I'm not going to say, yeah, we shouldn't be getting any snow today, because that lasted maybe 15 seconds last episode. Yeah, I activated the Jake brake there, and it's just maybe half of what it is on my other profile for sound. Maybe not, maybe even more than half of what it is. Theme park. Oh, so we're at Amarillo-ish area, according to that billboard. Yeah, so right now, yeah, we all know we're leaving Texas. We're going to Santa Fe, but I think we're going to head north, get up to Idaho, maybe through Utah or however, whatever the chops pop up. Get up to Idaho, cruise around Idaho a bit, head back over to Montana, get down to Wyoming, so I got to get to Cody. Don't worry, that's just our loan payment. At least I hope it is. So now I can kind of judge if I can buy a truck later on this afternoon, but I think we're kind of short on the cash. I may have a quick look, but that's what I did with this W900 when I pulled in that day. I said, yeah, we're going to be kind of short on the cash. and then I had plenty. I will say this about the snow mod. I think I said it both times now with the snow mod. Kind of wish I had my sunglasses around my truck because they can get kind of bright. Just like in real life, when you got snow on the ground and it's a sunny day out. I also noticed getting very used to the W900 now with the RPM sounds when to shift. I wonder if I got a different transmission on my other profile as well. I was stalling my other truck often, and on a dead stop I was stalling it. And also when I was shifting, I was misshifting quite a bit as well. And there, I mean, that was a brand new truck I bought in the other profile because may as well, I got like $65 million in the bank on the other profile. So I just went ahead. I'm like, yeah, let me get the W900. I want to see what it sounds like here. Because I've been told by a couple people, they're running the W900 along with me, and their engine brake sounds more pronounced than mine does, which it does. So I'm still not sure what's going on there. So my other drivers in the fleet can get some good deliveries done today. We get another driver on the road, and that just means more income. What's going on here? Someone couldn't make it up the hill with their tires, or I still think it's 2 lanes up through here. The speed limit is 75. Guess I'm not too sure. Must have been an accident there. You know it's not a good situation when the AI is crashing into itself. How we doing on the ETA? Still about the same, about 430. And there's the welcome to New Mexico sign, so we have officially left Texas. I do see a nice little fuel area coming up, I think, but we should be fine on fuel. I only got another 250 miles or so left. And I haven't got even the low fuel warning yet. Of course, when it says low fuel, I should be able to go like 250 miles. Matter of fact, if I hit this on my dash, yeah, I got 126 gallons left. I should be able to go another 670 miles on there. So we're fine. So possibly by the time we get to the next episode, I'll have my 15 Christmas deliveries done. I'll have to see how the community goal is going. And if we still haven't reached it, then I'll just keep on doing some deliveries if need be. Actually, it's the community doing Euro Truck Simulator 2 is really, I want to say, pulling most of the weight, it seems. They got some of their cities where they maxed out on the Christmas gifts, so we can't get any more gifts. I mean, you can still make deliveries there if you want to, but you're not really helping out the community once the city is maxed out. And I don't think any cities in the U.S. have been maxed out yet. Did they just go through a red light? Nope. I thought they did, but just my imagination. Yeah, I would like to see about 145,000 in the bank account before we go ahead and buy a truck. But I mean, if we get some, I mean, I'm going to bring in you know, over 3,000, so I'll get us up to 131, maybe 132,000. If I were just buying the baseline truck, then we'd have enough money. But I do like to upgrade their chassis, their engine and transmission a little bit. Still a debate on that. I see some comments on the older episodes on this series when we were talking about it quite a bit, to where does upgrading a truck actually help the drivers, and some people are still saying yes, some still people are saying no. I'm seeing some of it that's pointing to it does make a difference, and it really doesn't cost that much more from what I'm seeing when we're buying a truck to give them a better transmission and engine. It's like another 15,000. In the beginnings of this series, that was a lot of cash, and it still is. But we're bringing enough money now to where it's like, yeah, I'll just rather give you a better truck, because if it gives you better loads and more options, then I'd just rather go ahead and do that for you. Now, I'm not giving them top of the line everything, kind of like I get for myself. That's the way it goes, because I'm the owner. So, the owner gets what he wants, usually. And if we really look at this truck here, I didn't go all out on this truck either. Although I didn't I didn't like the looks of the full sleeper on the W900. Of course, I always go for the biggest engine. At least try to. Alright, so another 189 miles. I forgot, I'm bringing it to Costco is where we're going. I love it when you see the speed limit slow down quite a bit. You hit your brakes and it goes back up, and now it's going to go back down again. And now that I left Texas, I wonder how the traffic is going to treat me. Always got to be careful when leaving town. I have a tendency to, when I know I'm leaving town, my brain starts thinking, alright, speed limit's going to kick on up, and I accelerate as fast as I can go out of town. And that's usually when a cop car is either right behind you or coming from the opposite direction that gets you for speeding. There's only 30 miles an hour in that little dip here. So I'm going to say it, so it'll probably happen in a few minutes. But we have reached 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it hasn't started to snow yet. I'm going to say it like that. I also wonder if this delivery is going to put us up a level. We're getting very close to level 32, I think it is. And I think the only thing we got points left to put into is fuel economy driving. I think we're maxed out in everything else. Actually, I'm not really turning left there, even though the road's swerving to the left. Yeah, still 2 lanes, okay. Although now I gotta turn right, so let me get my butt over here. So now we should be arriving somewhere right around our quitting time at 5 o'clock. Yeah, I did not realize I had a 1 hour drive this morning to get back to Home Depot to pick up the load. I was like, oh, I'm right next to the Home Depot. Oh, yeah, but the rest area you're in and you come out to the road, that's a one-way road. You can't go, you know, the 1/10 of a mile down the road that way because it's a one-lane road. So you got to leave town, wait till another interchange, and then cut back and come right back to the Home Depot. So you got to travel about 70 miles to go the 200 miles that you needed to get to Home Depot. Oh well. If they could put something when you're going to get your load for the day or whatever. I mean, of course they'll tell you where you're taking the load from, where it's going to, how many miles it'll take you, the ETA on the time traveling. They should also put another area like, hey, you are 55 miles from the pickup point. That would be kind of helpful. Unless there is a mod out there about it and I just don't know about it, which is very common because I don't check the Steam Workshop for ATS mods. I occasionally go on there once in a while. Well, I mean, once in a while, it's like once every 2-3 months. But that'd be a handy little mod to have. Like, all right, you want to go pick up this load? But by the way, you're 45 miles or an ETA of 55 minutes before you get there. To put that in your equation for driving for the day. I'm afraid of this light because, what was it, one day I got 2 tickets for going through one of these red lights. I just feel that this, where I'm stopping, should be back a little bit. Just to let truckers coming through in the other way just a little bit more clearance. I mean, a regular trucker, fine, but if you have a oversized load coming through, still should be able to get through okay, but a little bit more clearance would have been nice. That's what I thought when I was getting this load today. Like 9.5 hour trip, I got 11 hours to drive, shouldn't be a problem. Now, we were supposed to get there at 4:30, but I've been losing time as we go along. Now it's looking a little bit like more 5:15. But we did get done a little bit early the day before. But try telling that to the DOT when they pull you over. Yeah, I can barely hear that Jake brake. $64 miles out. And it's probably going to come on the fast side, seeing that we're getting on interstate, so we should be able to chew into that mileage pretty quick. Santa Fe starting to show up on signs. It's like a nice little winter wonderland out there with these trees with the snow on them. I'll probably leave the snow mod on a little bit past Christmas time. And then we'll kind of fade out of it. What I probably should do, but it's going to be kind of hard to do that, is actually have it activated for like when we go over like the Rockies or something like that, but when we go over the Rockies, it'd be like a quick little trip over, so turning it on and off, probably something will not really get around to doing, honestly. "24 miles out. I'm trying to figure out if I can get around this truck or not. Probably not worth it, but I don't see our exit coming up on the GPS as of yet. Seems like I was going at a good pace to get around them, but now I'm not. Because now I see my exit coming up. Yeah, I should have been trying it. And it would have been very friendly to him, or her, to pass them, and then also like, hey, this is my exit. I see our drivers are pulling in the cash, so with our money now, we're going to be over $140,000, so we might be buying ourselves a truck and a driver. Or hiring a driver. Quickly looking around for a rest area, and I do not see one at all. We must be on the outskirts of Santa Fe. Oh, so I got a green... Oh, no, sorry. Why? Okay. Is there a right turning lane over there? That's why they got 3 lights up there. My light is directly in front of me. I was looking at the 3 green lights up on top. Find out where we got to rest here later on. Oh, there's a wall there. Alright, so I guess I was supposed to turn there. Okay, I was looking for the Costco sign. Hopefully there's no car behind me. That says Newport, or Newmont. Not Costco. Okay. I'm like, well, maybe I gotta go down one more entryway or something? Oh, Costco's here on the right. I knew that. Right there, that's fine. Luckily I wasn't going fast. I didn't damage my truck, but usually invisible walls won't do that to your vehicle. I remember way back in the early days of Coast to Coast, I was going through Atlanta and I hit one doing about 65 and did no damage at all to anything. Just doing, 55 miles an hour on the interstate through Atlanta. And wham. Needless to say, it did scare the living daylights out of me when it hit the wall. That was terrible backing up. Bad approach. Alright, so give me my money and we'll have to find out where am I going to rest. Probably have to travel an hour to get somewhere, right? Not really sure what I achieved there, but okay. Oh, we did level up. So now we'll save a little bit more fuel. We're going to go from saving 10% up to about 15%. All right, world map. Show me a rest area. That's a garage. Really? I'm going to have to go all the way to Albuquerque? I know you can say there's a rest area there, but that's a garage. You can't rest there unless it's your own garage. There's a fuel station there. I'm going to have to go down to Albuquerque. It looks like, how long of a ride is that? An hour and 2 minutes. I mean, it is what it is. Alright, I was not expecting that. But at least, at least was not expecting no traffic coming down that road. At least we don't have any speed restrictions. Because I don't have an external contract active. I mean, 52 miles is a ways away, but it's going to only take us about a couple minutes to get there. I say, I don't know why that car's hitting their brakes coming up here, but you did have an on-ramp where we have to yield to that traffic, and they got a mound between the two lanes, so you can't really see what you're doing. I thought, hey, we're going to Santa Fe. Yeah, we'll find a rest area and not be a big of an issue. Little did I know I was going to have to drive all the way down to Albuquerque. Seems like I'm having deja vu. I think we did this like 2 episodes ago where I had to drive a ways to get to a rest area, then I took a wrong turn somewhere and I had to double back. This is our exit coming up. So one truck got through on that light? Seems about right. Well, maybe driving down here and giving us a little bit more time, maybe another driver will bring in just a little bit more cash. I don't mind getting us below, 6,000 or whatever, because fingers crossed, in the morning when we wake up, we'll have more than enough money to cover our loan payment for tomorrow, if we get that far. No, don't stop. Just go through. I think we're following a tandem truck, actually. Hey, Cindy, do you see the rest area down there at all? It's not too far. It's only another 4 miles, but when you're in the city, 4 miles is a long ways. It'll probably take me longer to travel the 4 miles to get to the rest area than it did from Santa Fe to Albuquerque, which is like 50 miles. No, I'm supposed to turn right there. Somewhere. Oops, yeah, that vehicle just, we won't pretend that happened. I can't even see him. I don't know if I'm still hitting him or not. I think I am. See what happens when you drive longer than you're supposed to? I got so focused on just following the truck in front of me. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to turn there. Is there an entryway down here for me? Yep, right here. And of course, I can't turn my high beams on because I got rid of that shortcut of my joystick for the engine brake, so... I'm like, yeah, I don't use that. We don't use high beams anymore. High beams will help me see quite a long ways to see exactly where the turns were. Now, I'm sure that accident cost me like $400 in fines. Now, you watch, I'll be $400 short of being able to buy a truck. $5.04 for diesel fuel in New Mexico. And I'm going to park over here, I think. Anywhere here? You going to ding for me somewhere? No, it did ding there for a second. There we go. So, I mean, I can't park in these spaces here? Is that too far? Alright, I'm going to park right here. That's good. Alright, 7:30. Close enough. Not even close to the time I thought I'd be getting done. Alright, truck dealers. And it's got to be down near Tucson. Let me double check my garages to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Tucson should be the one. Yes, Tucson. Truck dealers. Tucson. We want to buy online. And let's see here. We'll just grab this one right here and just go custom configuration. Alright, we'll give them a decent chassis. So you can see they can take much better heavy cargo compared to what they had. So if you've never seen buying a truck or you never looked over here, this is your truck analysis. This is the current truck you have, the configurations. So if I go to a 6.4 200 gallon, you can see now it can take heavy cargo by the old line. It can take much better heavy cargo. For an engine, let's see, we got 37,600 into the engine. Let's give them a 425 horse. Now, normal cargo went down, but heavy cargo and hill traverse went up quite a bit. And on the transmission, we will give them a 13-speed retarder. That does great. And we're at $131,000 for that setup right there, which is fine because I got $139,000. I think everything else we're just going to keep the same. So, I mean, looking at that truck configuration, they should be able to take just about anything they darn well please, I think. Almost anything. Let's go confirm. And then we will purchase. And then this garage here. Well, we're buying all the same colored truck. Did not realize that, but that's what they're going to get. All right, leaving me 8,200, which is just fine. Recruitment agency, and it doesn't matter. Just hire driver. And Ryan R's got some. Ooh, he's got 2 in long distance already. That's a big thumbs up to me. And I think as you go on down the list, the ratings get, I don't want to say get worse, but they don't have as many skills. But 2 points in a long distance, I'm not going to look any further. Ryan R, you are hired. And you're going to go to Tucson. You can drive that truck right there. But I do want to check, but you should already be on it, which is driver manager. You should be on balanced. Yep, you're on balance. So basically what it's going to do is the game's going to put a point probably next into high value, then fragile, and then urgent delivery, and then fuel. And it'll just keep going around. You'll probably skip long distance a couple times, but that's fine. With 2 points in long distance, he can travel. If I go to skills, he can travel up to 650 miles, which is like a full day's driving. So that's pretty darn good. Company-wise, we are making about $177,000 a week, but that's going to fluctuate. But after buying a truck and a driver, I'm left with $7,700. That's enough to make the loan payment tomorrow, so we should be good. World map, if in case wondering where we are, we're now in actually Albuquerque. I think we were in Abilene, or were we in San? I think we were in Abilene, weren't we? Yeah, I think we were in Abilene, and we went all the way through, and now we're in Albuquerque. Well, it looks like Arizona I haven't been to a lot on this profile. But, yeah, I want to get up to Idaho because there's a few cities in Idaho I want to visit we haven't been to. Lewiston, I've been around Lewiston. We have not actually been there. And I think there's another city there where I have not visited. Maybe I have. I'm not too sure. But I would like to get back over Montana and eventually down to Cody. But maybe I should swing over to Arizona for a bit as well at some point. I don't want to ignore the West Coast too much. I don't know. We'll figure it out like always. The job deliveries will determine for us where to go. But maybe what we'll do is we'll go via Arizona to get up to Utah and into Idaho at some point. Eventually. But anyways, that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.